Hello, this is Mark Newman coming to you from wikigameguides.com, and today we will be looking at the in-game play of Diablo 2. I will be playing a character named Driadrin, using the expansion as a hardcore character and a ladder character. So let's get to this. Got my warning on being a hardcore, so if you remember, being a hardcore character means that you will die permanently if you die. So that's something to watch out for. Once you first enter a game, the character Wariv will approach you. He will have a talk with you. This is fully voice acted, however you will be unable to hear it since I do not have the sound up for this game. So you can click once with your left mouse button on any part of the world except for like the extras, and you will move to that point or as close to that point as your character can get. If you hold down the left mouse button, you can constantly change the point to wherever your mouse cursor is pointing. You'll find that you are originally in the area around Wariv and your private stash. If you click on your private stash, you can put stuff into the stash. In a single player game, if you put gold into the stash, when you die, you cannot lose that gold. Anything in your stash cannot be lost except for gold, which is automatically lost upon death. A tip that I would give most new players is to immediately press the tab button. That opens up the mini-map on your screen. This allows you to know where you're going and where you have been. The first thing you should do is run and talk to Akara. She will have a talk with you, and she will give you your first quest. If you wish to skip speaking with an NPC, press the left mouse button. If you wish to buy anything or sell anything, you can go to Akara and drag things from your inventory into hers. And likewise, you can buy things from her by dragging things from her inventory into your own. Or just clicking on them. Yes, just clicking on them and pressing yes. Now what you saw there was your inventory. It has place for your right hand, your left hand, your headpiece, your chest piece, an amulet, 2 rings, a waistband, which I think is called a belt. I sound really stupid there, and a glove and boots. You can have 2 sets of weapons equipped at a time. This can be useful at the layer levels when different weapons are better equipped to different circumstances. I started the game as a druid, so I start the game with a club and a buckler. I also started the game with a scroll of identify, which if I ever find a unidentified weapon, I can right click the scroll of identity and then left click on the item to identify it. Were I to right click the scroll of town portal, it would give me a scroll of town portal back to the hometown. So let's go out there. I'm using the left mouse button, once again, to move. I'm holding it down so that my move area is constantly changing, and there are some enemies. I can either left click on them to attack, or I can right click. Upon higher levels, you can bind different weapons to the left, and different weapons and different skills to the left and right abilities. This is a shrine. If you click on a shrine, it will have some effect. The effect can usually be understood by the name it says. Like my cursor is hovering over it and it says Mana Recharge Shrine. So if I click on this, it will give me a buff to Mana Recharge. As you can see, these shrines are rather, in this general area are rather abundant. That is not the case in every game, as in Diablo 2, the game relies heavily on a level of random level generation, which means that whenever you play, you will never have the same exact game. Now, you might have just saw me pick up a hat a little while ago. My character equipped it without me telling him to. Whenever you do not have a piece of equipment and you pick up that type of piece of equipment, you automatically equip it. Now, to pick up an item, simply press the left mouse button. Once again, running around with my left mouse button, and I am running into monsters. The monsters I am seeing right now are zombies. At the top of the screen, I can see their health, what type of monster they are, and their name. Around the world, you will find many different things, objects, like that chest that I just opened, that which gave me gold, and this hidden stash right here. By left-clicking on that, I can show or find items within it. Now, on the bottom of the screen, in the lower left, you can see my health bar, or globe. If that reaches to 0, I will die. Since I am a hardcore character, if that reaches to 0, my character will die permanently. In the lower right is my mana bar. If I cast any spells, my mana will go down and will be used. In the middle left, you can see a blue bar as of now. That is my stamina. Since I have a buff of stamina from a stamina shrine, I am not running out. However, running uses your stamina. Now, I just picked up a blue item, the quilted armor. That means it is unidentified, since it says unidentified under the item description. I shall right-click on the scroll of identity, left-click on the armor, and it has been identified. I can then equip it. You cannot equip items that have not been identified. Okay. Is there anything more to say? So, I have gained... That's a bit odd. I have gained a level. Usually, you can tell that I've gained a level since there are these plus markers to the sides of my hotbar. If I click on the right plus button, I can pick skills. If you hover over the skill, it will give you a brief description of that skill. I will be, for my character, putting a point into the werewolf skill. To do that, I will left click on the skills icon. I can then use that skill. To use that skill, you will look at the arrow in the bottom right hand corner, left click it, and a tab will come up. You then click on the picture of the skill, and that will be equipped to your right hand slot. Now, when I click the right button, my character will become a werewolf, as you see there. Since it was a skill, my mana also decreased by using that skill. Now, in the lower left, there is a plus button saying new stats. If I left click that, it will show my stats. I can put up to 5 stat points per level into each skill: strength, dexterity, vitality, and energy. Strength increases my weapon attack, dexterity increases my chance of hitting something and my block chance, vitality increases my life and stamina, and energy increases my mana. So, you can also see a plus in the bottom left with the icon quest log over it. If I left click that, it will show my current quests. I can then change quests if I have more than one quest by left clicking on the quest icon. I will now return to home